Good evening, everyone. This is John Screaming Eamon here with Matt Hanchuck from Wreck-Defy. Matt, how are you doing?
Great. Thanks for having me on.
Very welcome. Why don't you tell us who rounds out the band?
Well, as you know, we got Mark Miller on drums,
Yep.
Greg Wags Wagner on vocals, and Justin Steer on bass.
All right. You mind going down a little history of the band?
Yeah. So first record dropped 2017. Band came to fruition in 2016. We did a handful of festivals, shows, first two records. And then after that, kind of shows were a hiatus thing. 2020, our third album, Powers That Be, which is arguably our best record.
Okay.
I mean, that's the opinion online, and so it's subjective.
Yeah.
I guess it sold the most numbers or something, so it's revered as the better one. But I'm getting an echo on my end here, so it's hard to talk to you because I'm getting this echo flex thing going on here.
All right. Is there any echo now?
Right now, I think we're good. Oh,
Okay.
no, it's catching up with me again.
Yeah, I don't have
You
any
don't have
echo
it,
on
but
my
I
end.
got it.
Okay.
No, that's okay. We'll roll with it.
All right.
So after that, what did we do? We moved on to we did 2 records with Aaron Randall on vocals, and then we ended up crossing paths with Wags Wagner, Greg,
Okay.
2020, and 2021 we did The World Enslaved, and we've done 4 more records since then, and only 2 of them have dropped. So we have 2 shelved records right now that are contractually bound to Massacre.
Okay. And
So
what are
we
the
have
names
those
of
albums
ones?
done. So, pardon?
Yeah. What are the names of those 2?
Well, I mean, if nothing changes with regards to label control, then Unleashing the Beast and a concept record called Rise of the Vigilante.
Okay. And that's when Mark first started with the band, right?
That's Mark's first album with the band. That's correct. Yeah, starting point. And what a starting point it is.
Yeah.
He was thrown to the wolves. You know what? At that point, my writing, that's the 6th album in the Wreck-Defy catalog. And it was the first time that I had attempted to write a concept record. One sec here. Anyways,
Yep.
and I had been listening to a lot of like epic stuff during that time. Like I was listening to a lot of like Dante's Inferno, like by Iced Earth, and Power Slave by Iron Maiden and so forth. And I challenged myself to write songs like that. So there's a couple songs that extend beyond the 10-minute mark on Rise of the Vigilante. And yet I don't find them to be dragging or they're not interesting at any point. It's a roller coaster ride, you know. They're not self-indulgent or drawn out for the sake of it. It's not riff soup. It just has a meaning behind it. It was really challenging to do, and I think it's the record I'm most proudest of, and ironically no one's heard it. But you know what? Hopefully that's what Massacre chooses to release next. They have it. They have the record, so
yeah,
hopefully they do. And you know, Chris Poland, formerly of Megadeth,
yeah,
he split all the guitar solos with me on the record on every song.
Okay.
So I think there's like 47 lead breaks on it.
Oh wow!
And he does like 18 of them. You know?
Okay.
So
I did notice that he did work on Dissecting the Leech as well, right?
He did, yeah. You know, so I didn't know him when he did those guest spots on Dissecting the Leech. Well, I knew him through social media.
Yeah.
But I had never met him. I just talked to him as like a fanboy, you know. And then fast forward after we did that record, like that album was done in 2022.
Oh, no
Dissecting the Leech. It was done a long time ago. Yeah. Because we signed with Masker in January of 23.
Yeah.
And we submitted that record. That's the record that got us signed.
Okay.
So they had it for like 3 years before they dropped it, and we held on to it for a year. So, you know.
Oh, no kidding.
Anyways, back to my point. So, and then after that, I ended up crossing paths with Chris at NAMM in Anaheim, California, at the trade show.
Yeah.
And we hit it off. And the Arachnid booth that I was repping for, we were literally right across the floor from David Ellison's booth. And that's where Chris invariably was spending most of his time. So we became fast friends, and we kept in touch. And so when it came time to do the next record,
yeah,
it was easier for me to get a hold of him because like I just called him this time. You know, I was like, "Hey man," I said, "Do you want to do all the solos like you did on He Sells with Dave?" You know, and and he's like, "Yeah, sure." So he's a super humble guy. So
yeah,
and it was such a blessing to have him agree to it, because what it did was make me measure up as a player. Like I really had to be conscientious of my takes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because when you're A-Bing next to Poland, it's like you better have your A game on.
Yeah, you don't want to bring chopsticks to that one.
No, it's just it would have been like I don't want to speak disparagingly about anybody, but it's like, you know, like you got Yngwie Malmsteen shredding, and then you come up behind him and try to hold, you know, it's just, you know, but you're playing for the song, and that's what we're doing.
Yep. The passion behind it, right?
Well, it's just it's not a self-serving guitar solos. I think depending on what it is you're trying to sell as a product, like instrumental musicians, it's a self-serving agenda, clearly. Like, look what I can do. I mean, and as it should be. I mean, that's their shtick, you know?
Yep.
But I think we're trying to just sell songs, and the solos just complement the song. They, rather than take ownership or be the most memorable part, you know, of the song, you know.
Yeah.
So I actually I've made a conscious effort to draw them back a little bit in terms of the time that they get in the songs too, how much the solos go.
Okay.
Yeah. We've had a few records where we've had like 90-second solos and stuff, and it's great, but you know, it's better when you have a good vocal melody in there.
Yeah. So do you prefer,
as a songwriter, I've learned, like, when you look back on tracks and you recognize what you could have done better.
Okay.
Quite often, less is more.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, for me anyway. I mean, it's a subjective thing, but you know. Like you'd mentioned earlier, we had that little glitch there. We were talking in a previous conversation.
Yeah.
I really don't listen to Wreck-Defy albums, dude. You know, I'm such a music nerd that I'm constantly listening to the stuff I grew up on. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
And so
and the new stuff too. Like, but those same bands though. You know.
Yeah. Yep. So when you're playing, do you prefer playing rhythm or lead?
I guess it depends on where you are in the song.
Yeah.
You know.
All right.
I don't have a preference for it. I just like very passionate about playing guitar. You know, and for me, it's become more of a tool of expression as a songwriter.
Gotcha.
I've got my other band, Gutter Creek. Don't know if you're familiar with Gutter Creek. We were on our fourth album's coming out this year. Soren Adamson, former vocalist from Artillery,
Okay.
is the lead singer. But it's not thrash. It's kind of like a Lynyrd Skynyrd on steroids.
That's a good description.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Songs. Yeah. It's definitely it sounds like a North American metal. It has that vibe to it.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Jeff Thorpe from Vicious Rumors did the vocals on the third record, the third Gutter Creek album.
Okay.
There was some logistical issues, and we couldn't get Soren into the studio. I can't remember what the reason was, because he used to do the first two albums we did. He did his vocals at Glenn Hughes' studio in Copenhagen.
Okay.
Medley Studios.
Ah.
And Soren Anderson is Soren Adamson's engineer. And whenever he's on tour with Glenn Hughes, that's what it was. It was a scheduling issue. That's right. So anyway, but we have toured, like, even though the logistical problem remains with that band.
Yeah.
We played North America, we played the States, we played Michigan, and we did a Canadian tour. Yeah. Greg Christian from Testament did those runs with us.
Okay.
He was in both bands for a while. He was in Gutter Creek and Wreck-Defy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so you want to talk about your influences a little bit again?
Sure, man. Bay Area, all those bands. Law's Rocket, Violence, Defiance, Testament, Exodus. My God.
Classic.
All of them. And then if you head out to the East Coast, you've got Overkill, and there's Anthrax. And then you go up the coast to Boston. You got Malaya Rage.
Yep.
Wargasm. Yeah. Canada, we've got Sacrifice and Razor, Annihilator.
Oh, yeah.
Voivod. I mean, that's all those bands, man. I think you'd be hard pressed if you didn't find that I ripped off those bands at one spot. No, all joking aside, man. I grew up in the heyday of it, right?
Yeah.
When all that stuff was coming into its own, Yep. I watched it more from being an underground phenomenon to a global phenomenon, metal.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yep.
I'm sure you did too, right? So.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah. Born in the 70s.
The staying power is incredible, dude.
Yeah. Yep. So is there an album that you cannot live without? One album that stands out for you above all the others?
Overkill Horoscope.
Ooh, damn good one. Yep. All right.
And I would only interchange that with the one the year before, the Years of Decay.
Oh, yeah, that one's solid too. Skull Crusher. Yeah, I mean you can't beat them. Oh man. Yeah.
Terry Dates production.
Yeah.
Everyone always Andy Sneap, but for me, Terry Dates the master.
Yeah. Yeah, those albums are tough.
Everything he recorded turned to gold.
Yeah. I'll be damned. So is there a song in your catalog? And I know, like you said, you don't really listen to your own stuff, but is there one that means the most to you? on a personal level?
Jeez. I would say no. I mean, if I'd without being cheeky with you, I'd have to look at the albums and kind of give it some thought. Otherwise, I'd be lying to you. I'd just be barking a song out.
That's all right. Yeah, I'd rather you not do that.
Yeah. In all fairness, though, I'd be like, but I mean, I'm kind of prouder of the mellower stuff,
okay,
than the heavier stuff as a writer. I find the heavy riffs are not. It's not a difficult thing to come up with for me. Like it's just like I don't know, man. When I pick up the guitar, it's just I enjoy playing and writing riffs, and it's just. And I don't mean they're all good, but but it's not hard to write a riff, like to conceive of something,
Yeah.
The heavy, angry, chuggy, I don't know.
Yep.
But the stuff that's kind of slower and more emotionally driven, more open strings and stuff, it's more out of my comfort zone. So when I can accomplish a song like that,
yeah,
I think those would be the most proudest songs, the type to reflect upon for me. I can't pick one specifically, but there's usually one or two on every album.
Okay. Now you do your next show coming up. You said you're going to be playing in Tennessee for what fest was that again?
I think it's Devastation. I'm sorry. I have to. You should have sent me some questions. Shame on you. All good, man.
Surprise.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I have to get some logistical stuff confirmed first on that. So.
All right.
Yeah, not with me or Mark, but with Eggs.
Gotcha. So, with not sending you any questions, what's your take on the music industry nowadays compared to when it was when you first started?
Well, I mean, I don't have a past to compare it to. Like I was a police officer for a quarter century,
Yeah.
And then I was in the military for 8.5, almost 9 years. I was deployed to Afghanistan and stuff. I came from a different walk of life. I haven't really cut my teeth in the industry. Like I don't really have the place to talk about it from a bad or good standpoint because I didn't live through it. So it would all be my opinion based on conjecture.
Yeah.
Or what I've heard, to compare it to. But I'll put it to you this way, like those guys, like we talked about the Bay Area guys.
Yeah.
The guys that are still doing it today, which is like 80% of them, it's strictly for the passion of the music because they're still not making money doing this.
Yeah.
True. With the exception of a few bands, you've got Testament and you got a few bands that do well. But Defiance is active again. Forbidden's active again.
Sacrifice.
This sure. And this industry doesn't doesn't compensate for talent, right? So
true.
So I think that's a real admirable quality and it really when you talk about separating the shaft from the wheat or perhaps what's a better analogy? I don't know.
No, that one works.
Sure, that one works. Yeah, like those guys they're doing it for the right reasons when it comes to like being passionate about music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And they're still doing it to this day. So I have a pension that I live off of, and it probably is more lucrative than if I lived on the road all year.
Yeah.
So I choose not to do that.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
And I'm quite content not playing shows. I'm okay playing festivals, one-offs and stuff.
Yep.
I have no desire of living in parking lots, being a middle-aged T-shirt salesman.
Good answer.
And look, I say that with the utmost respect for the bands that continue to do that. I don't have the intestinal fortitude to do that, nor do I want to.
Well,
I just want to make music. I guess you could say that Wreck-Defy is more focused on being a recording artist.
Okay.
At this junction, and Gutter Creek is more. It's easier demographically to facilitate shows based on the willingness of the members.
I gotcha. Yeah.
I'll just leave that there. Other guys have other commitments in Wreck-Defy that take priority in the music thing. Like Wags, even tonight, he's got a 2-hour gig where he plays in an AC/DC cover band. And those guys make $5,000 a show.
Oof.
So, God bless them. We're not going to make that in Wreck-Defy. So,
well,
so
from one veteran,
from
one veteran to another.
I'm sorry.
Thank you for your service.
Thanks, brother. I didn't realize that.
Yep. So thank you for your service. So,
likewise.
Thank you. You got a message for your fans before we wrap up?
My fans know I love them.
Yeah.
No, we don't have, like, you know what? Without the inspiration that the fans provide, with all the messenger stuff, like I give thumbs ups when people send messages. I'm glad you asked this question. So if the fans tune in, or any fans follow your show, or they end up listening to this, when you send me messages on Messenger, tell me how great the music is and stuff, and I give you a thumbs up, or I put a heart on it.
Yeah.
I wish I could sit and talk with you and take it all in, but I'm kind of private that way. Don't take it personally, but I love when people reach out and acknowledge that the music's affecting them, or it's important to them, or something, or it's helping them along with something. I mean, that's really you can't put a price on that type of thing. It's just connecting with someone on an emotion, on a human level, through music, which is like your craft,
Yep.
So, and if you can penetrate someone's soul with your music, that's pretty incredible,
I agree. And as a fan, that's all we can ask for, is to have that connection with the band, right?
Sure, man.
So, yeah, I get it. So, Matt, it's been a pleasure.
I got a question for you now. I got a question for you now.
Sure.
So you went down the rabbit hole the last couple of days?
A little bit.
Wreck-Defy.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So did you have a favorite record or a favorite song?
I do. Dissecting the Leech is probably my favorite song, but the album before that, the Hybridize, is up there. I do love both the albums, the last two that I've heard. But the one that really stood out for me, believe it or not, was the cover of the Edmund Fitzgerald, the Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Nice.
That one, I was kind of shocked to hear a metal band take that and own it, to be honest with you. Hell of a job. But Dissecting the Leech is probably my favorite song.
Well, you know what? Dissecting the Leech, that song, Greg Christian wrote the music for that song. The main riff that Greg sent me that a on a bass line to a drum machine.
Oh, really?
Just that kind of riff, and it just repeated over and over.
No shit.
And I was listening to it, and I thought, geez, I could maybe do something with that. So I called Greg. I said, hey, man, I said, I'm going to turn this thing into a Wreck-Defy song if that's okay. And Greg's like, yeah, okay, man. He's hippie, eh? Yeah, okay, man.
Yeah.
Sounds good, dude. So and that's what it became. But the irony is that's the only song on the record that I didn't write. And so it's nice that you picked that song, because it shows that when you allow outside influences to filter in,
yeah,
it broadens your sound. Because without Greg, that song wouldn't have been on the record, and it became your favorite song. There you go.
Yeah. Well,
and I have no ego. I'm super humble guy. Whatever makes the record better, performance wise or input wise, I welcome it. You know.
Well, Apocalypse of Hope is up there as well, so that one's badass as well. So
right on, buddy. That's ferocious. That one.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of killer songs on that album. I mean, there is zero filler on the album. So
thanks, John.
I really appreciate that one. So everything I heard from you guys.
Well, man.
No
okay.
filler.
Well, you know what? I'll do what I'll do you a solid, and I'll send you the Rise of the Vigilante record.
Oh shit.
And I think you have to promise me on your show here not to share it.
You got my word.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't want to get sued by Massacre. But no, I think with your military lineage, look, I'm going to say something else on your show.
Okay.
I'm a big supporter of John Schaefer.
Oh, yep. Same here.
Okay. I make no apologies for that. So, yeah, I'll send you this album, and I think you'll enjoy the lyrics, and hopefully the concept strings together for you.
Well, shit, I appreciate that, Matt. That's too fucking cool.
For sure, buddy. Yeah, man.
So, well, you got anything else you want to say before we wrap it?
No, thanks for having me on. It's too bad that we had the technical difficulties in the beginning there.
Yeah.
So we had Marcus for a bit, for half an hour. So.
Yeah. Well, we'll do it again.
Maybe you can edit something with a short clip of Mark or something.
Yeah, or we can do it again. So.
Yeah, thanks for having me, John. Thanks for having all of us.
All right, you're very welcome. Keep thrashing, Matt, and we'll be in touch.
I'm going to send you those tunes. I want some feedback.
I'll give it to you. Trust me. All right.
All right, buddy. Cheers, man.
All right. Have a good one.
Take care. Bye.
You too.